Okay, so I managed to beat PSG in the final of the challenge mode, and this is the team that I did that with. It's not the best team by any means, but you can actually beat PSG with a pretty poor team. Like, my team isn't the best. I know a lot of people have better teams than me. I know a lot of people who have worse teams than me, but this is sort of like my team that I went through and played through and managed to win with. But obviously I have two substitutions over here. I have Timo Werner and Pulisic over here. I could do probably without Pulisic, but I just stick him over there just because then I've got some extra energy if it does go to extra time, which my game did. But two things to maybe point out from this team is that I do have a lot of players that you can get completely free and pretty quickly. You can get that Alexander-Arnold, Alaba, you get just from doing your daily logins. I got Phil Foden from the actual tutorial bit at the beginning. I also got Timo Werner, who I have as a substitution, and Pulisic, all from just doing the basic bits at the very beginning. Then the rest of the players, the pretty much standout ones, are Jadon Sancho, which I managed to get from the actual New Beginnings Premier. You can pick him up on the market, though he is going for quite a few coins, but he's definitely someone who would help you out when you play through the PSG squad, and I'll go on to later why. But also trying to help yourself defensively as well. Like, I've got Puyol over here, who is going to help me out when PSG go on the attack, because obviously you got to stop Mbappe, you got to stop Messi, and that is pretty difficult when they break through. But let's actually break down how I managed to beat PSG. Now, it is sort of like going to help you if you go down sort of the right hand side of the pitch, so going against Neymar and Juan Bernat, that is going to be slightly easier than going up against Hakimi and Marquinhos, because Hakimi is slightly quicker than Bernat in my opinion, and so it does make it a little bit easier driving down on that right hand side compared to the left hand side, and it is going to lead to a couple more chances, which happened for me. So you start off 3-0 down, which does make it quite difficult, and I didn't actually start off too well. Like, straight away I lost the ball, and then PSG went on the attack and nearly got a goal, but I managed to stop them over there. Okay, now to stop them on the counter attack, you just use double team and try and get the ball off them. I did luckily there, and you can see Jadon Sancho, I just run down that right hand side of the pitch and try and get myself some space so I can then drive in to try and get a shot. So here I'm playing the ball around, try and get it to Jadon Sancho, because I know that he can get through and try and take a shot over there. Unfortunately, I get the ball stolen off of me, but that is what you want to try and do when you're trying to go through. So again, I try on that right hand side and I'm trying to find an opening so I can get a shot off with this Jadon Sancho card, because he is very good on his weak foot, which does actually help. There you go, I found some space, I take the shot, and that's one goal already, and that's coming up to half time. So I'm 3-1 up, and just from going on that right hand side, trying to cut in and then trying to make a finish. You can always curl your shots, do a finesse shot, that is going to go in as well, especially if you have that Jadon Sancho card, because he is very useful at getting those weak foot finesse shots that are going to go in that top left hand corner from the right hand side, which is very useful, and he's probably one of the best cards to try and go for if you are free to play and looking to try and get this match done. So straight off the kickoff, again I went on that right hand side with Jadon Sancho, and I managed to do a rainbow flick so to get some space over here, but then unfortunately I knew Bernat was going to chase me down, so I managed to play it out to Trent and then keep going in and driving this time with Trent Alexander-Arnold instead of Jadon Sancho. He found the space and it's pretty much the same shot, so he can get it in that top left hand corner and just finish it off, and that's it. We're 3-2 up, we're just one goal now away from equalizing. So then, because I've got that momentum of going through, I know exactly what I need to do. I'll just keep playing through and try and win the ball back, because it is very hard to win the ball back off of these guys. You got to keep calling the second defender and then trying stuff out. So obviously that second defender is really helping there, and this time I went for the left hand side just because my striker has just come onto the pitch, so he's a substitution, so he's got a bit more speed about him. And then unfortunately I lose the ball, get a lucky deflection, and then obviously Muller can finish that off with a really nice volley in the top right hand corner. But just because I knew my striker just come on the pitch with the substitution, he had a bit more energy, so he wasn't going to fatigue as much. I knew I was going to lose the ball there, so I managed to play a quick cross in, and then I got a lucky bounce off onto Muller, and he could just finish that one off. I just need to score one more goal here to win the game, and it does actually take me quite a bit of time. As you can see, we're up to the 70th minute, but we start all the way from the goal kick, and then he throws it out, and we just go back down to that right hand side trying to find some space. I'm trying to pass the ball as well before any of the defenders get anywhere near me. We'll play Pogba again, go into Jadon Sancho, and then we'll come up and try and do that shot again that we did for the first two goals. He finds a bit of space, rainbow flick, and then volley over there in the right hand corner, which was pretty good. We were 4-3 up, and then unfortunately I let in a very silly goal at the end. You can see Ronaldo driving in, Charles Puyol managed to get the block, but then he falls to the ground, and Ronaldo's got a little bit more space over here, quick turn, and Mbappe plays the through ball, and that's it. They've scored, they've equalized, but that's okay because it is 4-4. All I had to do was either score another goal or I just had to stop them from scoring. Now I chose to try and stop them from scoring and just play it safe over here. I didn't want to get caught on the counter attack because I knew Mbappe and Messi, when they've got the pace over there, they pretty much finished my team over there. So I just wanted to hold on to the draw, and that's what I ended up doing. I made a couple of runs here and there trying to get the goal, but I couldn't get it, unfortunately. And then it goes down to penalties, which is pretty easy to finish off. It took a little bit of time, but eventually you do actually get it. Even if your keeper dives to one side, after a while you will actually get at least one save here and there. Like, it took me a couple of goes, I did manage to get one save, and then it's just always trying to aim for that top right hand corner when you are actually taking the penalty. Top right right hand corner, top left hand corner, as long as you have enough power and it's going in that top right or left corner and it's not going to hit a post, you're pretty much going to get a guaranteed goal. We won that then 9-7 on penalties, which was pretty good. Obviously, it would have been 4-3 had I not let in that silly goal at the very end, but it is what it is. We still take the win, and then I actually won the actual challenge mode over there. And that is pretty much it when it comes to beating PSG. Obviously, I did it. It's not the best team in the world. It is only a 94 rated team, but that is hopefully the main tips you want to take away when you're playing PSG. And hopefully this does actually help you playing PSG, and hopefully you can get the win in future times, because I'm guessing we will have future challenge modes where we have similar games to this at the very end. So hopefully this video did help you out. If it did, drop a like so it can spread to more people and hopefully help them out as well. Leave a comment down below if you managed to beat PSG, and if so, what was the score yourself? And that is going to be it for the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.